Hello everyone, my name is Nikita and I'm your biology teacher. Today we are going to study about the development of female gametophyte in angiosperm. So let's get started. First of all, we all should know about what is gametophyte. What is gametophyte? Gametophyte is the multicellular structure. It's a multicellular, that means more than one cells are present here. It's a multicellular and haploid structure. It's a multicellular and haploid structure. It's a multicellular and haploid structure which produce gametes. नाम में ही उसका मीनिंग है. Gametophyte is a multicellular haploid structure which produce gametes. Now gametes are of two types: male gamete and female gamete. Male gamete and female gamete. What is gametophyte in angiosperm? Gametophyte in angiosperm or gametophyte in plant is multicellular structure. It's a haploid structure, that means single set of chromosome will be there, and it produces gametes, male gamete and female gamete. Okay, clear? Now, what is female gametophyte? Female gametophyte is a gametophyte. Female gametophyte is the structure which produce female gamete. What is female gametophyte? Female gametophyte is a structure which produce female gamete. Female gamete is egg. Okay. In case of plants, it's a female gamete is egg. So female gametophyte produce female gamete, which is egg. Now this female gametophyte or gametophyte, how does it produce? It forms from female gametophyte forms from megaspores. It forms from megaspore. Now what is megaspore? It's a female spore which forms in the process of megasporogenesis. Okay, megaspore is formed in the process of or by the process of megasporogenesis. Female gametophyte is produced from megaspore. Megaspore is a female spore, okay, which helps to produce or to form the gametophyte, and it forms by the process of megasporogenesis. Now what is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis is the process in which formation of megaspore will take place, but it's a process where megaspore will form from diploid MMC. What is MMC? Megaspore. Yeah. MMC. What is MMC? MMC is the megaspore mother cell. Okay, and it is diploid in nature. MMC is the megaspore mother cell. It will form megaspores which are haploid. So here will be meiosis. Megaspore mother cell, that means MMC will form megaspore through the process of meiosis. Meiosis is the reductional division. Here, after meiosis or after megasporogenesis, there will be the formation of 4 linear tetrad of a megaspore like this. Okay, from this 4 megaspore, this 3 megaspore will be degenerate. This 3 megaspore will be degenerate. This 3 megaspore will be degenerate, and one will become the functional megaspore. Okay. What is megasporogenesis? Megasporogenesis is the formation, it's a process of formation of megaspore, and megaspore will form from a diploid cell which is known as megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell will undergo meiosis and it form megaspores. How many megaspores? 4 megaspore. It will form 4 megaspore, and these 4 megaspores are arranged in a linear form, so we called it as a linear tetrad. We called it as a linear tetrad, and from this 4 megaspores, this 3 will be degenerate and 1 will become the functional megaspore. Now this functional megaspore will form female gametophyte. Okay, this functional megaspore will form female gametophyte. I hope you're getting it. What is gametophyte? Gametophyte is a multicellular haploid structure which produce gametes. Gametes, two types. Gametes are of two types, male gamete and female gamete. If gametophyte will produce female gamete, then the gametophyte is called female gametophyte. It will produce female gamete, which is egg, and it will produce the gametophyte. Female gametophyte will produce from megaspore. What is megaspore? Megaspore is a female spore which is formed by the process of megasporogenesis. What is megasporogenesis? In megasporogenesis, megaspore will form from a cell which is known as megaspore mother cell, or MMC, which is a diploid one, and MMC will undergo meiosis and it will form a megaspore. How many megaspores? 4 megaspores, which are haploid in nature. 4 megaspores are arranged in this form, arranged like this, which we call linear tetrad, and from this 4 megaspore, 3 will be degenerate and 1 will become the functional megaspore. Okay, now this functional megaspore will form female gametophyte. I hope you are getting it. Now how does this female gametophyte will form from functional megaspore? That will be the development. Now we are going to discuss about the development of female gametophyte. How does this female gametophyte will form? Okay, female gametophyte is also known as embryo sac. Okay? It's an embryo sac. So first of all, we have a functional megaspore. We have a functional megaspore, okay, which is haploid. Now this functional megaspore will undergo a series of mitosis. Mitotic division will occur here, and there will be 3 mitotic division for the formation of embryo sac or a female gametophyte. So we are talking about the first mitotic division, first mitosis. First mitosis after, and you have to be noted that this mitosis, in this mitosis, there will be only nuclear division. First, there will be only nuclear division. First, there will be only nuclear division, okay? And the cytoplasmic division will take place later, okay? Then, this functional megaspore will undergo first mitotic division, which is a nuclear division first, and this nucleus of the functional megaspore will divides into 2. The stage is 2 nuclear stage. A cell with 2 nuclei. Then the second division will takes place, second mitosis. And here also a cell which form have here 4 nuclear stage, 4 nuclear stage, and the third division, third mitotic division will results into 1, 2, 3, 4 from on the upper side, and this 4 nuclei will be on the lower side, and this is 8 nucleated cell. So what was happened here? Here the functional megaspore, which is haploid, functional megaspore will undergo 3 mitosis, a series of mitosis. First mitosis will result into 2 nuclear stage, second mitosis will result into 4 nuclear stage, and third, which is the last mitotic stage, which results into 8 nucleated stage. After this mitosis, next stage will be migration of nuclei. So this cell contains 8 nuclei. Of this 8 nuclei, 1 from the upper side and 1 from the lower side will come at the center of this cell. Here, remaining 3 nuclei on the upper side remaining 4 nuclei on the lower side, and these 2 nuclei from the upper and the lower side will migrate at the center. So this stage is looking like this. Okay, and finally the cytokinesis will occur. After cytokinesis, there will be cell wall formation. On the upper side, 1, 2, 3 cells, which are known as antipodal cells. On the lower side, there will be there will be 3 cells, which is known as egg apparatus, and there is the central cell. On the lower side, there will be 3 cells, and at the center, there will be the largest cell of embryo sac, which is female gametophyte, known as central cell, which have 2 nuclei in it. These are antipodals on the upper side. These two are the synergids, and this is egg cell. Okay, and egg and synergids will known as egg apparatus. We'll consider as an egg apparatus. Here there is one more structure. This is the filiform apparatus. This is the filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus will attract the pollen tube towards itself. Okay, filiform apparatus will release some chemical to attract the pollen tube towards itself during fertilization. Okay, during fertilization. So this is the structure, and this is what? This is the central cell, and these two are the polar nuclei. These are the polar nuclei. Okay, and the structure is embryo sac, which is female gametophyte. So this is the development or formation of female gametophyte. Female gametophyte will form from functional megaspore. Functional megaspore, this is functional megaspore, and this is haploid in nature. Functional megaspore will undergo a series of mitosis, which are the three consecutive mitosis will takes place. First mitosis will undergo functional megaspore will undergo first mitosis to form 2 nuclear stage. Here nuclear division will occur. First here nuclear division will occur. Okay, so 2 nuclear stage will form. After that, this 2 nuclear stage will undergo second mitosis. After second mitosis, there will be 4 nuclear stage will form. 4 nuclear stage, and the third and the last mitosis will undergo, and it will form 8 nucleated stage. Okay, after that, one of the nucleus from the upper side and the lower side will migrate towards the center, and this central nuclei will known as polar nuclei. This will known as polar nuclei. After that, cytokinesis will take place. And the upper 3 nuclei will form antipodal cell. Lower 3 nuclei will form synergid and egg, which is an egg apparatus, and the central cell will have 2 polar nuclei, which will after the fusion of this polar nuclei, we called it as a secondary nucleus. Which is diploid in nature. Okay, so And the synergid will have filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus will attract the pollen tube towards itself during during fertilization. Okay, so this is all about the development of female gametophyte. Thank you. Thank you.